guess what? We're ahead of the game.
Hello.
We're ahead of the game to show you that we must prepare. Trace, we must prepare for what is about to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, you are how old?
25.
Have you ever seen a storm as bad as the one they're predicting?
No, I don't think so. I've heard all about the other ones, but I think the most I've ever seen it snow was like 5-6 years ago, I think, in my time.
Listen to you, old lady boss. See this? I will not be shaken. Psalm 16:8. That's a story today, because I have been shaken by this storm that is coming in. I try to live by this, and I try not to let anything shake me up, but occasionally. And this storm, I am believing the weathermen, because they are all together saying the same thing,
Yep.
that we could have up to 1.5 feet of snow. Now, I'm sorry, but one year we had 9 inches of snow, and we were snowed in with no electricity, no heat for 9 days. We lived in downtown Jasper.
Yeah.
But we lived just on the outskirts where we had a driveway up high and down high. We couldn't do a thing except we were stuck. So if you're out here in the mountains, we want to prepare you, help you prepare for this storm. Now, your family lives kind of all close together. Do y'all live close together?
Yeah, on my dad's side, we live pretty close together. I mean, I'm pretty much neighbors with my grandparents, and then my cousins live like not too far away.
Anybody have a generator?
No, my dad is actually thinking about it.
Well, my dad, Daddy, go get a generator today. Today is the day to invest in a generator.
Yeah.
Yes, if you have not invested, today is the day. Now, when we got stuck in that mess that we did not think we were going to get stuck in, because we literally lived across the street from Grandview Nursing Home. And my husband's strategy was, this is the best place in the world to be, because the nursing home they'll never let the nursing home go without power. The nursing home had their own generator that came on. We didn't have power for days, and it was miserable, and it was cold, and it was whiny, and I was moaning and groaning. Don't do that to yourself. Prepare. Now, my way of preparing is to go to Ingles today. Today. Do not wait till tomorrow. Do not wait till Friday morning. Go today. And these are the things that I would purchase. And I've already been and purchased some of this stuff. Okay. A big old chicken that you boil today. You cook it today, and you put the broth in little jars, and you make a lot of broth, because that will keep you hydrated. It will keep you warm. And if you have a gas stove, do y'all have a gas stove?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh, Daddy, while you're out getting the generator,
I don't think so.
get
We have
you
a newer
gas
stove.
too.
We have a newer stove, but
If you don't have electricity, son, the stove ain't gonna work.
yeah, you're right.
So, boil a chicken. I'm serious, y'all. A chicken will get you through 4 days. And I don't know how long we're gonna be hunkered down. I don't know how long we're gonna be struggling and suffering with this stuff. But if you do a big old hen, you can make a big old pot of chicken and dumplings, and then take half the chicken and make chicken salad. So you can eat chicken salad and crackers while you're sitting there in the dark by the candlelight. And it's not going to be romantic.
No.
There's going to be nothing romantic about this
Not at all.
storm. Get your kerosene lanterns out. Go buy all the batteries you can find. And I bet you there's going to be a shortage of batteries right now.
There's going to be probably a shortage of a lot of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of things.
Absolutely. And if you like eggs, during the storm that we got snowed in and we were stuck there for all those days, I scrambled a lot of eggs because we had a gas stove. But in case you don't have a gas stove and you live with Trace and his parents and you have an electric stove, boil you a bunch of boiled eggs and put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the fridge. That way, as you're sitting in the dark whining, and you'll whine, eat your boiled egg and a piece of cheese, and that'll give you some protein. That'll help you, it'll keep you going. Do things to keep yourself going. Make yourself a pot of vegetable beef soup today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till the next day, because something else will come up and you won't be prepared. You can prepare to feed your family for 4 days on just chicken and soup, some crackers. If you're lucky enough to have a gas stove, grilled cheese sandwiches. I can tell you during that days that we were snowed in, my husband finally looked at me and said, I'm so sick of vegetable beef soup and grilled cheese. And I said, well, if we had the generator, we wouldn't be without power.
Yeah.
But he had loaned the generator to one of the kids.
I see. I see the issue.
So he got in a little, no, he never got in trouble. But I did have that discussion with him, and I said, Sugar, when you were taking it out there to them, did you think we might need it? And he said, no, because we're in town. We don't know where this is going to land us. We don't know who's going to get hit the hardest. But you can be assured you're going to need batteries. You're going to need flashlights. You need to keep your phone charged. Do you have a way to charge your phone in your car?
I can in my car, yeah.
So, and the other thing about the snow, the depth of snow they say we may get, you have to make sure the exhaust of your car is not in the snow.
Yeah.
Because that will cause a serious problem.
Welcome back to Harris
So there are a lot
Farm,
of things that
where
Georgia's
tonight
going to
we're
be
gonna,
facing
share another
if
Super Bowl
this comes to
dress
be as
and
they
it's
say
great for
it's going to
parties.
come to be.
It
It's
is
looking to me like it's going to come to be.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the weathermen agree on everything?
The weather always says all sorts of different things. So I look at my phone, it says something different. I look at the Weather Channel, it says something different. So I really don't know what to believe. But yeah, it seems like everybody's saying the same thing pretty much.
Pretty much. And the other thing's gallons of water, because a lot of y'all are on well water. You know what happens when your electricity goes off? Your well doesn't work.
Yeah.
Your well doesn't work. So jug you up a bunch of water, go get a bunch of baby wipes, because if you lose water and you're trying to feed your family, keep your hands clean, use a bunch of baby wipes, layer your children's clothing. And y'all would have cracked up. Nichols looked like an Eskimo child during the time that we were stuck. He was like a year old. And it was like, I kept him sleeping in a snowsuit. I kept him bundled up. He hated gloves, hated mittens. He'd throw them off. Keep them layered in clothing, because we are going to face some temperatures, some ice. Do you know what ice does?
A lot of bad things.
A lot of bad
A lot of bad things.
It keeps you in the house. You can fight the snow. You can play in the snow. You can enjoy the snow. There is not one thing enjoyable about ice.
No.
Now
Not at
let's
all.
talk about ETC services and the power company. Because the power company, this is the most dangerous time of year for them.
Mm-hmm.
Last night that I had all these big jugs, containers, buckets, 5-gallon buckets of prepper food. You cannot believe how many people have called, contacted, texted me wanting to get this food. Well, I've given it to somebody, and it's on its way to help folks. Well, that is something that I never thought about in my whole lifetime. But this is good food that is, what do you call that, dehydrated, I guess?
I guess
then they seal it, and it's good for up to 25 years. I never thought that this many people would want that kind of food, but it was amazing. I was going, my phone's just blowing up, and I'm like, what? But we have to prepare. And I guess the preppers have got something smart going on, because they're probably prepared before the storm ever was talked about.
Yeah.
But we're often not, because we think, oh, it'll pass by, it won't happen. Well, we had a little dusting of snow. No, they say we're going to have over a foot of snow. I don't know if that's true, but if you look at the whiteout conditions north, if you look at the north where this storm is coming from, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to be getting, is a little bit of that and a whole lot of ice with it.
Yeah.
Now that will be scary to me. And my little Bible verse that says, I will not be shaken, Psalm 16:8, this has shaken me. And I want to be prepared. I want extra socks clean. I want to make sure I've got everything I need right there, because you're probably going to be confined to a small space that you try to keep warm. If you're trying to keep warm, please remember that you cannot operate a generator in your house.
Yeah.
It causes terrible fumes that will kill you. If you're trying to stay warm and you use a little Coleman stove, you can't do that inside your home.
Yeah.
You can't. You can cook on it out on your porch, and that's a great idea. If you don't have a little Coleman stove and you don't have a gas stove, tell your daddy. Say, Daddy, go ahead while you're out there
Dad,
getting
give me a generator, please.
and get me a Coleman stove. If you have an RV and it is in storage, today is Wednesday, go get your RV, bring it to your house, Fill it full of everything you need, because RVs have what? A
generator, yeah.
A generator. So instead of sitting in your cold house while you have no electricity, sit in your warm RV, because if you fill it full of gas, and let's talk about gas. Yesterday when I left the studio going back yonder way, gas was $2.32.9 in Jasper. Guess what it is today?
Probably a lot higher.
$2.78.9.
Yeah, so I
What does
figured.
that say to you? I would use the word gouging, but I'm afraid to. I guess it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
Supply and demand. Yesterday it was $2.32 in Jasper. It was $2.52 in Ball Ground. Today it's $2.78. And I'm going, are you kidding me? So, okay, get you a chicken, boil it, save all the broth so you can have something to sip on, because it's good for you, it hydrates you, it keeps you with energy. Boil you a bunch of eggs, and if you've got chickens that lay them fresh eggs, they don't peel very, very easy. You're better off to go to the store and buy you some of those store-bought eggs, because they peel easier. Make you a pot of vegetable beef soup. And if you don't like beef in it, just make you a pot of vegetable soup. That keeps you healthy. And the whole idea is we're going to have at least 4 days, if what they're saying is true. Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and all day Monday. Probably people will not be moving.
Probably not. No.
They won't be going anywhere. Now, could we stay here in the studio? We have a generator
We
here.
do have a generator here, yeah, and it would probably work. We could actually do stuff in here if we needed
Now,
to.
y'all have an activity planned on Friday night.
Yeah, we do. We got a basketball game in Fannin.
A basketball game in Fannin
Yeah.
County. Okay, the storm is coming in Friday night. I'm not the boss, and I'm not the person over the school system. But if I were the person over the school system, I might be saying, oh, I don't know about that. We don't know until Friday, but
No.
we better be prepared.
Yeah.
We better be prepared. Now, y'all will take the truck that's got the generator on it to Fannin County.
Well, yeah, we've got a generator in it that powers only the truck. So, yeah, we'll be taking everything like we normally do.
And who's playing who?
Coosa is facing Fannin.
Okay, so the game starts about 6.
Yeah.
So people would be on the road till at least 10.
Yeah, the games probably won't end till like 9. So.
I just, I'm not the boss of the school system, but I think maybe we better watch the weather. What do you think?
I don't know. We had a certain situation like this a couple years ago where we were going to do a game at Copper Basin, and I don't think the weather was going to be as bad, but it was going to be bad for that area, and they canceled it, I think, the day of. So, yeah.
Well, I guess, and that makes sense. Don't put off school stuff until you have to. But I'd say by noon Friday, there will be a lot of decisions made on a lot of different things based on what's hitting. At that time, it'll probably be hitting, Tennessee and Kentucky?
I think so.
And then headed down to us.
Yeah.
And so at that point in time, we're going to know we're either going to be in trouble and we're going to face what everybody says we're facing. And if you see what is happening north of us, there was a 100-car pileup. 100-car pileup because ice. You can't drive on ice. I don't even care if you're a redneck and you were raised with 4-wheel drive trucks, boys. You can't drive on ice. Ice will take you to places you never dreamed of. Did you see the rescue yesterday where the lady's SUV went into the lake?
I don't think so.
Ice frozen, and 4 guys saved her life. They busted out her windows, and just as the car went completely underwater, they got her out of this car. If you're, can I say dumb enough?
I guess.
If you're dumb enough to be driving on ice, then you may end up in a creek or a river or a lake because you can't control ice. Stay at home, stay safe, and be prepared. Just be prepared. Today is Wednesday. We're giving you 2 days to prepare.
Yeah.
Batteries, kerosene if you have kerosene lamps, heat source. I don't know how you're going to have a heat source. This is my heat source. I'm taking this home with me. This is really my heat source.
Half of them are burned.
I'm just going to take that home with me. But prepare, y'all. Just prepare. And like making the soup and making sure you have loaf bread and cheese, and you can make grilled cheese on a gas stove. Maybe this is the time you decide you want to cook on a gas stove. I'm thankful to have a gas stove.
Yeah.
because a gas stove is there when nothing else is, but I found out something during a storm that we lost electricity for a short time. If you have the newer gas stoves and they have the electronic start, you better have you some matches on board, because the electronic start won't work.
Yeah.
Because it takes electricity.
Yeah.
So now preparing ETC to be working basically with the power lines, because when they go down, we go down often. How do we prepare for this?
I mean, it's probably, we got about the normal stuff that they're probably used to, like, really bad storms that aren't like winter storms, but like rain and stuff like that. You just got to be ready to like fix everything. Like that's
trees down.
Yeah, you fix the power lines when they're down. Just be right there whenever it happens. Just got to have people ready to get all that fixed and situated.
Well, in the South, this is how I think we should start preparing for the storm. Number one, prayer. Pray, pray, pray that all neighbors are safe. There will be some elderly people who live up in these mountains who will think they're going to be okay. Please pray for your neighbors and check on your neighbors. There will be some little old ladies who live alone up in the hills, and they will say, well, I didn't think it was going to get this bad.
Yeah.
Once it gets as bad as they're predicting, you can't get into these people. So check on your neighbors beginning today. Don't say I'm going to wait until Friday, because we don't know what time Friday it could come. It could be Friday at 6 o'clock. It could be Friday at 9 o'clock at night. We don't know. We just know that they said it's going to hit the South in our area beginning on Friday. We've got to prepare. And you have a choice. You can start today and be totally calm, cool, and collected. And like the Bible verse says, I will not be shaken, because now I've got my water, I've got my batteries, I've got my chicken boiling, I've got my soup made. I've got baby wipes to clean in case you do lose your well water and you can't, bathe or whatever. Layer your clothing, make sure you get all your laundry done, and have plenty of warm socks, because we don't know how many days this is going to be. I can tell you, living in downtown Jasper, for 9 days we didn't have power.
Yeah.
9 days. Probably the most miserable 9 days of my life. And I really respect the power company. When they showed up, and I looked and they were climbing that boat, I was so happy. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. I was like jumping for joy. Pray for the power company, guys, because they have a very, very dangerous job. And if it is ice, as predicted in many, many, many areas, ice has no mercy for anybody. The ice will take down those lines. It will snap those poles.
Yeah.
And I was reading last night what weight the ice is on the power lines.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So it's nothing anybody can control. You can't get out there with a hairdryer and blow the lines dry. You can't do that. It's not going to work. First of all, you don't have electricity, and hairdryer doesn't work without electricity. But you need to prepare, and you can do it today. It's very simple. Start this morning. Go to the store, get yourself a chicken, get yourself some fresh vegetables, make yourself fresh vegetable soup. I bet a lot of you ladies have canned soup and you've got it ready to prepare for your family. Just do things ahead of time. Maybe Friday morning get up and make you a big old pound of cornbread and have that cornbread for soup for supper Friday night and Saturday and Sunday, because you're going to need it. I think that the weatherman's got it right. Glenn Burns, the dude who was on for 50 years, he predicted this on Sunday. And when you read his prediction, and it was very clear. And he said everything is aligned to do exactly like they're telling us it's going to do. A lot of snow, much ice, and much danger. And so living in the mountains where we live, it's a little different than preparing in Atlanta. They've got flat roads. Did you notice our roads aren't flat?
They're not at all.
They're not at all.
Nope.
And I was thinking about all the places that you could get stuck here. Well, if you're going out 382 and it's ice, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere except sliding into your neighbor's mailbox. You can't get out in this. Fill your tanks, your car tanks with gas. Check your tires. Make sure your tire pressure is good. Get ready in case of an emergency. And maybe Friday afternoon, if you look and it says it's hitting straight for us, you hunker down and you stay safe. And if you stay safe and you stay off the road, it makes it easier for the EMTs. because they don't have to come out there and drag you out of the lake. It makes it easier for the fire departments. But that's something that we often see in very, very cold weather. People use every technique they can to heat, and often causes house fires.
Yeah.
So you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
And if you have a fireplace, make sure that your fireplace is safe, because a lot of people hardly ever use them. And then when they do, they don't realize that they needed to be cleaned out. Maybe there's some buildup in it. That's not good. So there are so many things that we don't do on a normal basis in the South.
Yeah.
We don't normally prepare for an ice storm.
No, no.
And we don't, have you got any snow boots?
I think so. I don't know if they fit me anymore.
There you
I
go.
think so.
Yeah, they fit him in the 5th grade.
Yeah,
They
probably,
would've fit him
yeah.
there, yeah. Yeah, but we don't normally face this. So, you know, they make fun of us in the South because we are, you know, we do things our own way. We're a little bit independent.
Yeah.
We kind of, you know, we say, oh, it's not going to hit. It's going to be fine. I'm going to be okay. We may not be okay with this one. So prepare. Go to the grocery store. Take yourself a list. Make sure you get batteries. Make sure you get kerosene if you have kerosene lamps. Make sure you get plenty of water. And if you have a well, draw your water up now and have it for you, because if you lose power, you lose your water. And that's not a good thing.
Nope.
That's not a good thing.
Not at all.
Now, is your mom a nervous Nellie? Will she be getting ready and anxious, or is she just going to ride it out? How does she deal with it?
I mean, I guess it depends. I don't think any of us at the house like when the power goes out. But I haven't really paid attention. You know, I know my mom, I don't think she likes it as much as my dad. My dad, well, I mean, I don't think neither one of them like it. Any of us don't really like it as much. It doesn't freak me out as much, but I know it does them.
Well, everybody says, oh, but we want a good snow. I'd love to see a good snow from the inside of the sunroom, looking out the window and staring at it for about 6 hours, and then it can go away.
Yeah.
That is not what we're predicting. They are predicting that it's going to be a major storm. Now, a little bit of dusting of snow on the mountains is lovely.
Yeah.
1.5 feet of snow on the mountains is treacherous. So they're saying we're going to have a whole lot of snow, and they had said multiple inches in northeast Georgia. Well, northeast Georgia is mountainous.
Yeah.
So if you're talking 18, 20 inches of snow in northeast Georgia, it will take you a long time to get out of those mountains. So prepare. At least 4 days food, and I'd say 4 days food is not going to be nearly enough, but if you do soup and chicken salad and things that you can prepare. And the other thing we did when we had the storm in town that we weren't prepared for, I had 2 huge ice chests on the front porch. So when the refrigerator wasn't working all those days, I took everything that we could and put in the 2 ice chests, and it was hysterical because I would walk out to the front porch dressed like I was going to an Eskimo party. And I would get stuff out of the cooler, and because it was so cold, often it would freeze. Then I would have to take it into the gas stove, and I would have to figure out a way to thaw this stuff out. I got very creative, and that's what you do. When you are facing hard times, you get creative. But think about where you live right now in Gilmer County, Fannin County, Pickens County, where you live in the mountains. If you live up on a mountain, you've got an elderly neighbor that lives up there too. So as you're thinking of yourself, maybe check on them, call on them before you go to the grocery store and say, hey, Ms. So-and-so, is there anything I can get for you? Is there anything I can do for you? There's a little lady who lived here in Gilmer County for many, many years who's gone on to be with Jesus, but she had firewood out in her barn, and she had a little ramp at her house, and she would walk down that ramp with her cane, and she would bring in her own firewood to keep herself warm with a wood heater. That's a very smart move to have a wood heater during this time of year. So if you have a wood heater, make sure you have plenty of firewood. Make sure you stack it on the porch, because once it's got a layer of ice on it, Trace, will ice burn?
No.
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 Wet firewood will not burn, so get your firewood in ahead of time. Today, it's going to be 50 degrees today. Today, will you please prepare? Will you please begin preparing for this? They said it's going to be monumental. They said Georgia's never seen anything like it. I'm understanding now. Old folks moved to Florida for a reason.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I
Old folks
understand it
moved
now,
to Florida
yeah.
for a reason. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I-75 South is full of people fleeing to Florida for the
Probably.
week. You think?
Probably. I would imagine, yeah.
I mean, doesn't that make sense? If you are in a position to do that, then you just tie your house down, you turn everything off, and you go to Florida for a few days. That's not possible for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, there will be a lot of people who they call them essential workers. If you are an essential worker, you may not be able to get to work. If you're a nurse, they may be keeping the nurses in the hospital. If you're a doctor, they may be making you sleep in the hospital. The ERs will be overrun if we have trees falling, if we have accidents on the road. So essential workers, like hospital workers, have to figure out a way to get to work. How do they do that? Often they keep them at the hospital.
Yeah.
And they say you're going to be on duty for 24 hours. You're going to be on duty for 48 hours. You get your sleep time, you get your rest time, but you have to be in the building. So we are facing something we haven't seen. And to be honest with you, I don't want to see it. Don't tell anybody I said that. I don't want to see this. I don't want it to happen. I want to wake up Saturday morning and say, they missed it. It didn't hit. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we need to prepare. I think you need a big old chicken and you need it boiling today, and you need to be making yourself some chicken broth so you can sip on it and stay warm. I think we are in for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say
And
so.
the weatherman thinks we're in for it. So according to my knee and my shoulder, we are in for it. So we'll see. Do you think we should go to a commercial break? And
I
maybe,
guess so.
Did you choose some recipes that show people what warm food
I
is?
did.
Yeah.
I picked, I think, 3 of them, I believe.
Yeah, so we're going to show you some recipes that you can prepare ahead of time. You can put them in little containers. And if you have to live out of an ice chest on your front porch like we did for 9 days and then take the stuff in, these are things that will heat well. And we want you to stay hydrated. We want you to stay healthy. We want you to stay safe. That is the biggest thing. You've got to stay safe, and you've got to prepare for this. Today is Wednesday. You can prepare all day today and until noon tomorrow. And then after that, you just sit back and relax and say, okay, Storm, I'm ready. Either come on or please bypass us. So we'll see. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to do some recipes.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
Y'all come by and see us anytime you can.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
I'm Sherry Martin. Tonight on Heart of the Home, I found a great friend and I found a great recipe. My guest is Cecilia Mewburn from Royston, Georgia. You watch us on streaming video, don't you?
Sure I do.
She gave me a recipe and I'm going to try this simple dish. Here are the ingredients for our Mexi Melt meal. Diced tomatoes, a can of cream of chicken, a can of cream of mushroom, Campbell's soups, Tostitos cheese, and we used 5 baked chicken breast, boneless chicken breast, diced up. Simple recipes, tortilla shells, lettuce and tomato. This is going to be an easy one.
Yeah, it sounds like something.
Going to be easy. One dish meal.
That's true.
Cecilia, this recipe is one that's perfect when you come back from vacation. Everybody has chicken breast in the freezer. We have baked our chicken breast, and we buy the boneless when they're on sale, and we are now going to combine them in a bowl. And you are going to add our soups and tomatoes. And this really is, when you come home from vacation, you've got lots of laundry to do. The kids won't help you unpack the car and you're just tired. This is a great, simple recipe. We've got the soups and the tomatoes. And if you like jalapenos, I'm going to put a few in here. If you don't, you know me. You can leave it out. It's optional. So this is one of those things, easy to add to or take away from.
Oh yes, this would be great.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yes, with some chips and some refried beans or something. Would be wonderful.
You know, that'd be a good side dish. I didn't think about that. This came from a friend of mine over in Alabama. She sent me the recipe yesterday, and I thought, why not try something different? This isn't in the Habitat cookbook. Maybe it'll be in the next version of the cookbook. Now we've already sprayed our pan with Pam, and we're going to put the tortilla shells down, and then we are just going to layer our ingredients. This really is quick and easy. And you know, it would be good with some refried beans.
Oh, I know.
That's good. And you know, a recipe is just a good place to start if you want to add to things that you really like.
You could add black olives.
Oh, yes. Or some Spanish rice. We won't tell anybody the truth, but I came home at lunch and baked these chicken breasts. Because, you know, sometimes you have to improvise. And I just ran home at lunch, stuck them in the oven slow. And easy.
You probably could use like the chicken breast, the chicken tenders.
Already cooked? Oh, yeah. Now remember, this recipe will make 2 of these. We're going to make one tonight for our time purposes. And it is smelling good. Now we're going to turn this into the oven for about 20 minutes at 350. Wow, that looks good. Wow. Cecilia, what do you think?
This smells wonderful.
It smells wonderful. Hot and steamy in 20 minutes now. Oh, wow.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
Oh, I can't wait.
There you go. Hang on to that.
Thank you. Oh, this is wonderful.
Just enough to give it a kick. There you
yes.
go. Okay, sample. Tell me you love it.
Thank you.
Simple recipe.
Goodness.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Cecilia, thank you so much for coming. It's been so much fun, guys.
I've enjoyed
See
it.
you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Welcome back to Harris Farm, where tonight we're going to share another Super Bowl recipe that's great for parties. It is called Tex-Mex Casserole, and tonight we're going to tone it down and do it as a low-fat version. This is not done low-fat, but we think this will be a great version, and we want to share it with you. The ingredients for the recipe will be a pound of fresh ground turkey, a pound of fresh ground beef. To that, you'll add a pack of taco seasoning mix, and then you'll add any brand of salsa you're comfortable with, and I use medium salsa. And then you will add a pack of, I believe this is 8 ounces of Velveeta light cheese, and then 1 container of sour cream. And we are going to use fat-free sour cream, and I have also done this with fat-free cottage cheese. It just depends on your preference. Some people don't like cottage cheese. So we're gonna offer the option of either way, but we're gonna do it today with sour cream. And then we're gonna we used half of a pack of mozzarella cheese, and I believe it was a 12-ounce pack. So we have about 6 ounces of mozzarella cheese. And we will begin now by adding the taco seasoning to the ground beef. You just add your taco seasoning, stir that in, and then I am going to put this in the casserole dish, and Tori Taylor will be taking over from here, and she's going to help me prepare this. She'll be adding the salsa as I chop the cheese. We have the ground beef and turkey. Tori's added the salsa, and now we're going to add the sour cream. At this time, you would add either cottage cheese or sour cream, so whichever one you'd like to do. I'm going to add the Velveeta, and we've cut it in about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch squares. Now we're going to cover this with the low-fat mozzarella cheese, and then Tori is going to place this in an oven that's 365 degrees, and you cook it for about 20 minutes until it's bubbly, and then serve it with your chips. We're going to bake it quickly, and then we'll be serving and sharing this with you in just a few minutes. Wow, hot out of the oven. Tori, would you please serve our Tex-Mex casserole? We're going to do this as a meal, and remember, this is a good summer meal. And then we're going to serve it as an appetizer or a party treat.
Very good.
So have it as a meal, have it as a side item, have it as a party favor, but you have learned a new, fast, easy, inexpensive, low-fat recipe. Tori, thanks for stopping by and helping me today. It was a ball, and we'll do it again. We want y'all to stop by Harris Farm every chance you get, and we want you to stop in, enjoy recipes. We're going to have some surprises for you soon. Come in and visit with us, and we'll always be here cooking up something really special. Hi, folks. Welcome to Heart of the Home, away from home. At home at Harris Farm, the rooster crows, and I have a saying, good morning, let the stress begin. Today, I'm lucky enough to have 2.5 days off, brought some great friends, some great food. We're going to do some simple meals that you can prepare part of it ahead of time, bring it with you, and have 3 days of meals, fun, and just a great time for $100. I bought chicken on sale, cooked it ahead of time, and our first meal is going to be chicken and dumplings. Our easy recipe for chicken and dumplings is 5 pre-cooked chicken breasts, save the broth, and then add 2 chicken bouillon cubes to that. And then we're going to have white lily flour and Crisco and Mayfield milk. Probably a pint of milk would be close. And then your salt and pepper to taste. We've got our flour, our Crisco. We're going to make a well, and we are going to work the dough. We have our broth sitting on the stove hot. I've removed the chicken from the broth, and we're going to drop this in tiny pieces into the broth and let it simmer. We're going to add a lot of black pepper because there's something about black pepper and chicken and dumplings that just really works. I've got the dough prepared, and I am going to be pinching off small amounts, just about like this, that we will drop in the broth. Make sure your broth is good and hot to the boiling temperature when you start the process. Make them as tiny as you can because they will swell up. Remember, we're using self-rising flour. It will begin to thicken as it cooks, and about 15 to 20 minutes, you'll start seeing it thicken a little bit. Do not stir your dumplings. Never stir dumplings. You shake them just like this, just to cover the broth, but do not ever stir dumplings because you'll make them fall apart. And we just let these simmer. When they're almost done, we're going to add the chicken back to the broth. As you can see, the dumplings have stayed on top. They're rising. They're not falling apart. I'm going to add a little bit of butter. We all know how I feel about cooking with butter. And we are going to start to add the chicken. Now, I did 5 chicken breasts. And you add it slowly to not mess up your dumplings. And it will actually go to the bottom. And then it will just blend in. Pick up the wonderful taste of the broth. And in about 15 minutes, we are going to have the quickest, easiest, inexpensive meal 4 friends could ever have. The other ingredients for our quick, easy, inexpensive meal, we have a can of asparagus, and we've added a little butter, 1/4 of a stick of butter. Lucerne peas, my absolute favorite green vegetable. And to the asparagus, we are going to add some cheese. Now we're going to microwave this for about 3 minutes. And I think when it's ready to come out of the microwave, the chicken and dumplings will be ready. We will have pickled beets, asparagus, English peas, chicken and dumplings. Quick, easy, inexpensive, great traveling winter meal. You will love it. Dinner is served. Easy, inexpensive, and a quick vacation meal. Plan ahead, prepare ahead, and enjoy.
And we prepared, and we canned. I want you to look. The technical difficulties been fixed.
I can see myself now.
It's funny, y'all. We just talk about technical difficulties, and then they happen.
Yeah.
So, are we being spooked? I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who
I don't know.
knows?
Maybe it's a way to tell us we might appreciate the old-timey ways one day. If you draw well water up, you always drew up some extra and had it in case it got cold or stormy and you didn't want to go to the well. Maybe that was a way to prepare us. So be sure you've got some things to do now. If you are not prepared, most people have already prepped their outside of their house. They've already covered their spigots and they've already done the things they need. But if you have trees near your house that need to be trimmed, today is the day to do that, because ice-filled limbs will fall on your house. They will knock your gutters off. They will mess up your shingles on your roof. If you need any tree trimming, it's probably too late to call my friend Alberto, but he's a great, great tree trimmer. He's a good guy. And if you need his number, you can contact me and I'll give it to you. Because we know that trees full of ice cause havoc.
Yeah.
A lot of havoc. And they often fall and block the road, and then that really causes havoc. So get out today with your trimmers, check the trees around your house, make sure that you're in your own safety zone, because you're pretty much responsible for your own self, and you've got enough sense to know, well, that tree right there needs trimming.
Yeah.
And if I don't trim it, it's going to land on my car. So maybe, and today is Wednesday, and it's going to be 50 degrees, and actually through Friday daytime, it's going to be up in the 40s, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it said 49.
Yeah. So we've got today, Thursday, and even Friday for you putter offers. Putter offer, is that a word?
I don't even think so. It is.
Oh,
I don't think it is.
maybe it should be. Daniel Webster, you need to add it to the dictionary.
Procrastinators?
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's the word for
Putter
it,
offer
but
is more fun.
yeah, that's the southern word for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, if you're a putter offer, you don't need to put her off anymore. You need to get her done. And one of the ways to get her done is start with a list. And so I started with my list this morning, and we're going to go over it again for somebody who didn't pay attention to me. Walk in Ingalls and run right down to the meat counter and buy you a big old fattening hen, and you put her on to boil in the biggest pot you've got. So you get lots of chicken stock, and then you put that in jars so you'll have it. And then you can make you a little bit, thicken it a little bit, and you can make you a little bit of soup, make you some dumplings. It's really good, and it's going to last you. And it's going to keep you hydrated and going to keep you healthy during this mess we're about to face. And then boil you a bunch of eggs just in case. Now, y'all don't have a gas stove, so Mama, you better boil some eggs. And then you can chop them up and make egg salad out of them, which gives you the protein, and you put the mayonnaise in it, it gives you the fat. So, egg salad. Do you like egg salad sandwiches? Probably not.
I've never had them before.
He's never had one. See, this boy, but you like pizza.
I like a lot of different things, but
He likes KFC.
There's that. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
Well, that was my next suggestion. Run up to Blairsville and get you 2 buckets of KFC chicken and put it in Ziploc bags. And then when the storm is coming and you're thinking, what are we going to do? All you have to do is turn your gas stove on and lay the chicken in a frying pan and put a lid over it and heat it a little bit,
yeah.
and then you can have KFC.
Yep, that's right.
So, Mama, did you watch? Do you know your boy loves KFC?
She does. She does know that.
What else do you like they make? Do you like their potatoes?
I like their mashed potatoes. I like their gravy and mashed potatoes together. I like their biscuits a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I like their chicken tenders a lot, too.
Yeah.
But
So,
I like
KFC,
most things, yeah.
I bet KFC will be busy Friday, because
So
that's a great way to prep.
I feel like most people will be
Yeah.
busy.
That's a great way to prep. And again, I just got another message from somebody else wanting to know about the prepper food. I've given it away. I'm trying to help people help themselves. And I gave away over 200 pounds so far of prepper food. And it is crazy, but this is stuff that is still good. This stuff is good for 25 years. And never thought we would need it. We have an ice storm coming. People who live up in the mountains are getting ready. And you better be one of those people getting ready. And the way to get ready is to make sure all your nice warm covers are clean. So today, do your washing and your drying, get everything all cleaned up. You're gonna need blankets and quilts. You're gonna need layers of clothes for the children. You're gonna need extra socks. Maybe run to Walmart and get you some extra heavy socks. We're gonna need to prepare ourselves because we've never faced anything like Georgia's about to face.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
If it hits like they said it's gonna hit, if it hits like they said it's going to hit, I'm going to be sitting in the sunroom looking outside squalling because I just don't like that stuff. That is not, it's a beautiful picture. It's a beautiful picture if you're sitting in a hotel room looking at it up at Asheville or somewhere. It's beautiful. But if you get out on the road, please don't get out on the road. Please keep yourself safe. Please stay at home. We don't want to hear that anybody we know was involved in an accident, because that's what happens with ice.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing you can do about the ice. You just have to deal with it. Now, the other thing that you need to do is to make sure you stay hydrated, because you think, well, I'm inside, it's cool, it's this. If you have any kind of heat source, it dries out the air.
Yeah.
And so you need to stay hydrated, whether you drink hot tea with lemon and honey in it, which is a great way to stay hydrated, or if you drink a lot of water, make sure that you have a lot of water on hand. You've got to take care of yourself. We're not going to be there to do it for you. You've got to get ready. You have today, Thursday, and most of Friday, but don't you wait till the last minute. Don't you do it.
Most people
and
will.
that's a putter-offer?
Yeah. Yeah.
You called it a big word, though. He said procrastinate.
Procrastinate. That's the word for it. Yeah.
I think putter-offer is a better word.
I mean, I don't blame you, but
putter-offer is a better word. My granddaughter lives in Ohio, and she is right on the border where this is hitting hard, hard, hard. I have a friend who's supposed to be driving up north to Wisconsin, and I have said they're supposed to leave on Thursday. To me, that is going straight into the eye of the storm, because they are headed right to where it is. I'm praying that they cancel the event they were supposed to attend, and that they do it in the spring when there's no snow up there. This is going to be a dangerous time to travel. If you are out on the road, keep blankets in your car, keep food in your car, keep some crackers, keep some bottles of water, keep some bottles of juice in case your sugar were to drop. Prepare, because this is not something we have ever faced before. And I don't want to face it again. If we get through this one and we ride it out and everything's good, that'll be great. That'll be great. And then we'll talk about it later and say, well, we made it. We made it. We hope that everybody is prepared for this. And we hope, I think about 382 and 282. Those are two roads that will not, I mean, you can't travel them. You can barely travel them on a sunny day.
Yeah.
You know, because they're curvy and people drive too fast. Speaking of driving too fast, this morning, I'm coming up 5:15 and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And this dude comes across at Jasper Jeep. He never even stopped at the stop sign on 5:15.
Wow.
He goes right out in front of me, and I look at the name of the company he drives for, and I thought, oh, I know how to identify you. And I think you're a nut. But he was in a hurry. He was in a hurry. So he didn't take time to stop at the stop sign at 5:15.
Yeah.
And Salem Church Road. And I'm like, you're crazy. That's what gets you killed. So during this time, be polite, be patient. There will be a lot of people on the road today and tomorrow getting ready for this, whatever we're going to call it. Have they named it anything yet?
No, I've just seen it as the ice storm.
Well, we had Snowmageddon, and then we had the blizzard, and everybody always referred to it as a blizzard, and I'm one of them that sure referred to it as a blizzard, because that's when I was stuck with no heat and no nothing for days, and it was awful. So I don't know what they'll name this one. I guess when it finishes with us, they'll name it something crazy. And I hope that you have somebody who can help you if you need firewood, if you need oil, gas, get you some kerosene for your lanterns, get you some, make sure you fill your cars up with gas. because you never know how long this is going to last.
No.
How long it's
You
going to last.
don't.
Now, does your family all get together and go to one place, or everybody still stay at their own house?
I mean, right now I think it's just usually me and my mom and my dad. My brother will probably stay at his house or
Does he
whatever.
have a generator?
I don't know if he does, because he's living in my my great aunt's old house, so I don't know if she had one or not.
Well, this is a time.
Yeah.
I don't panic about generators as much, but I'm thinking a generator would be a nice gift. It'd be a good early Christmas gift for next year. Go ahead and buy it now.
Yeah.
Put a bow on it and say, here, honey, this is what we got for next Christmas. So might be a good plan. And I know a lot of places are already running out of them. And you know, one of the places is running out of snow shovels. They're running out of snow shovels because we don't expect a bunch of snow shovels to sell, and all of a sudden they're selling.
Yeah.
Do you know what the worst thing that happens during bad snow is?
What?
Heart attacks.
Oh, wow.
Do you know why?
Why?
People shovel snow.
Oh, that's
And they
interesting.
think that snow's not heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah.
And they have shown that one of the worst times for 911 calls for heart attacks is when you're shoveling snow. Now in Georgia, we don't shovel much snow, but according to the hardware stores, there's going to be a bunch of shoveling snow because the hardware stores are selling out. Go to your local hardware store, get everything you need to prepare for this, whether it be a generator, a snow shovel, even a chainsaw, because there may be trees down over your driveway. Has your daddy got a chainsaw?
Yeah.
So he can cut y'all's way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like Tarzan swinging from the vines, cutting all this stuff down. It could be terrible.
Yeah.
We don't know yet, but we know that we have time to prepare. So please prepare. Go through your list, write down everything you need at the store, make it simple for yourself, make it foods that you can put in Ziploc bags and put in a cooler if you have to do that, because if you lose electricity, your refrigerator will not work without electricity. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that must have been on the high school graduation test.
Yeah.
Electricity runs your refrigerator.
I don't even think we had a graduation test, I don't think. But one of the Game of the Week sponsors is Power Solutions Unlimited in Jasper. So if y'all want to go over there and buy yourself a generator.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should.
They are awesome. They are awesome. And that is one of those things, having a full house generator, it is amazing. And you don't need it often, but when you need it, it is totally valuable.
Yeah.
It is the most important thing you have. So, and prepare. That is what we have to do. We have to prepare. So today, start. Don't forget to get gloves, because all of a sudden your hands get cold and then the rest of you gets cold immediately. And if you're thinking about your neighbors, check on them. Make a phone call. Make sure they have somewhere to stay. Make sure they have a source of heat without electricity. And that's a rare thing in these mountains.
Yeah,
You know, there are a lot of people who live way up in the mountains. I can think of places just off of Boardtown that will be non-accessible. You won't be able to get to these folks for a long time if it snows as bad as they say.
We've got a lot of places around here that trees are over the roads, so most likely they're going to be
snapping.
Covered in ice and snow and stuff. So I mean, that's why it's so common around here to not get around anywhere, because there's ice everywhere.
And our ETC crews will be on hand as the power company has to come out whatever happens.
Yep.
They're going to be prepared, and they will be salting and sanding some roads. That won't do any good with ice. That's not going to help. If we get ice, we're in trouble. If we get snow, it's going to be lovely, and then we hope it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
But we don't know yet which we're going to get. And they have determined that there will be a lot of ice with this storm.
Yeah.
If you follow the path that it has taken so far, we're in a direct line of hit.
Yeah,
So,
pretty
you know,
much. Yeah.
It's going to be us, and it's going to be everybody surrounding us. Maybe if you have some friends over in, even all of Alabama has been affected, all of Mississippi. The only hope you've got is if you can get in the car and go see Mickey Mouse real quick.
Oh.
If you get to
Yeah,
Disney World,
yeah.
it's not supposed to be bad down there. But
Yeah.
that's the only place, to the Georgia line, to the Mississippi line, to the Alabama line, all of that's supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
So get ready. Get ready.
Yeah.
Have you
For
ever
sure.
driven on ice?
There's only been one time where I've driven out and it was pretty crazy.
It's scary.
Yeah, I went to Shane's one time. I think this is when I was working at Ronnie Thompson, and I pulled out of Shane's, and there was like just one patch of it in front of Walmart at Ellijay,
That's all it
and
takes.
I just slid, and then that was it.
Yep.
But that's the only experience I've ever really had driving a knife.
Well, all it takes is one little bit of black ice and your life is changed forever. So please be cautious, be careful, stay inside, prepare yourself today, prepare yourself tomorrow, and then Friday, just sit back, relax, and let's wait for the storm to come.
Yeah.
The storm's coming. We don't know what size it's going to be, but we know that the weatherman's going to keep us, he's going to keep us, like every 2 hours they're updating this. And so far, they're updating it getting worse, which is not what I wanted to hear. I wanted them to say, oh, we missed the mark. Well, it looks like they didn't.
No.
It looks like they didn't. This
Nope.
time it looks like it's really going to be a big one. So prepare. And again, your grocery stores are open today. They're open tonight. They're open all day tomorrow. Get out there and stock up with everything you can possibly need. You know what I just thought about? A beanie weenie in one of them little cans. Why wouldn't that be good to have in the pantry?
No, it'd be, most people, my grandparents probably have some. I know that for sure.
Get you a can of beanie weenies. There you go. That'll keep you lit up. So yay. Y'all take care of yourselves. Sit back and enjoy some of Mr. Ellijay's music. Sit back and enjoy the beautiful weather that's coming from a distance. Do not get out in it if you don't have to. To all you essential workers, we're going to be praying for y'all. And we'll see tomorrow what the update is. We don't know what it's going to be, but I can guarantee you we'll bring it to you tomorrow morning. Have a great day today, and get ready. Put that boiled chicken on, y'all. See you again soon. Bye.